I am back. I'm back from my trip in London. I'm happy to be back filming. It feels like it's been a long time. I feel like this will be rough because I've forgotten how to be on camera. So that's great. So Civil War was released and I finally got a chance to see it. I saw it last night and oh my God, this is Alex Garland's best film to date. And I think a lot of people will be mad, but I also haven't seen Ex Machina, so it's quite a sweeping statement, I'm sorry. From harrowing depictions of war to Jesse Plemons in heart sunglasses, sending shivers down our spines within just 5 minutes, and Kirsten Dunst delivering a performance of a lifetime, this film is going to linger with you for a long, long time, trust me. Civil War is set in the near future where America is at war with itself, essentially, with factions across the states fighting back against an authoritarian government. That's the closest it's going to sound, so we're sticking with that. The movie stars Kirsten Dunst as a renowned war photographer Lee, who is reporting on the devastation across the country, along with her colleague Joel. Their goal is to head to Washington, D.C. They want to interview the President of the United States, played by Nick Offerman, and photograph him. However, along the way, they encounter a young girl named Jessie. She is an up-and-coming photojournalist. She's very naive, wants to get into it, but literally at the worst time possible. You've got to have a tough stomach to be a war photojournalist, that's for sure. She is played by Kaylee Spaney. I think that's how you say her name. She played Priscilla in the movie Priscilla, which I have not seen. I don't think I've seen this girl in anything other than this film, but I recognize her face. Anyway, she joins the group. They embark on their journey. They're heading to DC together. There's also another guy with them. He's from Dune and Dune 2? I forget his name, but he's there. The movie itself is one giant moral dilemma. The journalists we're following will do absolutely anything to get the shot, essentially the best picture in the midst of battle. That means they take pictures of the deceased and they take pictures of people in active danger and people in harm's way. It's quite distressing to watch and it's very harrowing. Any person with a heart would never dream of taking pictures like this, but obviously they know it's for the betterment of society to get these pictures out to the rest of the world so everyone knows what is actually going on and the impacts war has on a country. So Lee, again played by Kirsten Dunst, she's become very hardened over time. War has numbed her, and especially considering what she's probably seen over the years, which we don't know too much about, but we know she's been in many active war zones too, aside from this. Meanwhile, Jessie, like I said, is very young and naive. She's filled with fear and she's unable to take the shot when the time comes. So there is one scene in particular that highlights this. I don't want to ruin it too much, but there is an instance where there are some people who are in danger and she must try and take a picture, but she's obviously struggling with what she's witnessing. But this, I do like the contrast between the two characters, the humanity versus the hardened war veteran who's had to numb themselves in order to help the country, I guess, in a way. There is also another major contrast in the movie, and that's between the music and the tone. So we'll be watching literally the most distressing thing unfold in front of our eyes on screen with people, you know, severely hurt or battling each other, and then we'll suddenly get 90s hip hop, and the tone is so jarring, but that's intentional and it works. It's honestly amazing. The one thing I do really want to talk about is Jesse Plemons. Now, I think I read a fact which was Jesse Plemons wasn't even supposed to be in this movie. It was supposed to be someone else, but that actor ended up dropping out last minute. And obviously he's married to Kirsten Dunst in real life, so she pushed him forward to play this character who is incredibly unsettling. So he appears in the movie for about 5 minutes, but he leaves the most lasting impact, honestly. He's embedded in my psyche now. I feel very uncomfortable. He plays an ultra-nationalist militant who encounters the group. He holds them hostage and he asks them one question: where are you from? Which, you know, being an ultra-nationalist that he is, you can only imagine why he's asking that. While he's asking this, there is a giant hole behind him filled with bodies. And based on the people that are inside that hole and how similar they are, you can tell what he's looking for with the group. He is looking to find people who he deems un-American, essentially. It's very sad to see. So when one of the group members says that he's from Hong Kong, he, of course, is met with a bullet from his gun. And it's so upsetting to watch. The sound in this film is jarring, it's loud, it's uncomfortable. There's lots of silences as well, very impactful, but it's just such a haunting film. While all of this is going on, Jesse Plemons is also wearing a pair of red sunglasses. It's such a small prop, but it makes his character even more sinister because we can kind of guess that he probably took them off a body that's behind him. And it's very upsetting. Plemons is depicting a majority that would take advantage of war, of course, and inflict their own chaos to fulfill their own psychotic whims and desires. It's actually really sad to see, but I think it's more sad because you just know that this would happen. There would be that group of people that would benefit from war because they could just do the craziest stuff. And it's very, very sad to see. I should also state that during this scene, there was a couple in my movie theater that did walk out. I found myself quite numb to what I was seeing because I find that the real world has made us numb, especially with the state of things currently. What is going on in the world. The couple that were watching the film clearly haven't been reading the Daily Mail like I have. They don't want to see what we saw in that film. And I will say the film does not shy away from showing you the realities of war. They show it as though we are watching a newscast. It's just very in your face. They don't try and, gloss over it and make it seem better than it is. It's just real. And it's very distressing. Now, I don't want to spoil this for you because I truly want you all to see it. Just trust me, it is such a masterpiece. What I will say though is that we watch in both horror and heartbreak as these characters go on their journey. It's not just a physical journey, but a mental journey too. With one character finally opening their eyes to what's going on around them, and another slowly becoming more numb and hardened by the element of horror that's taking place. And they do whatever it takes to, again, get the shot. Director Alex Garland is a genius, and this movie is truly a masterpiece. Alex is, of course, known for his movies such as Ex Machina, Annihilation, and for being the writer behind 28 Days Later and Sunshine, all incredible films. I do still need to watch Ex Machina, like I said, but Annihilation, oh my god, what a film. But trust me when I say Civil War is one of the best films I've seen in a very long time. He's not shy towards war and horror, but this is by far his most distressing movie to date. Definitely let me know if you've seen this or plan on watching it. If you do, leave your comments and reviews below. I'm going to be reading everything. Meanwhile, you can click over here for my latest video. I believe it's my Harry Potter tier list. I rank all the movies. Try to do it in a chaotic way to make everyone mad. But no one was mad. Instead, people are still raging about the Amy Winehouse video I made. The comments were not kind on that one. Anyway, I appreciate you all for watching. Happy to be back and filming again for you guys. And I will see you in the next video.